an awesome hip mobility drill for you today. Now, your hips might not even be on your radar, but if your low back is, then your hips really should be too. So hopefully I've given you a reason to pay attention now. See, as we want stability in our low back, we need mobility in our hips. So to create that rotation and that movement and strengthening in that area, a great move for that is the shin box switches. So you're going to start with one leg in internal rotation, one in external rotation, or I should say one hip in internal rotation and one in external rotation, and creating a box with your shins. Now, even just sitting here, you might realize that this hip is awfully tight. So what you'll do is first try to find some comfort just in this position. So you can lean back and just sort of shift around and try to create a little bit of space there in that hip joint. And then you would switch to the other side and same sort of thing. You might come forward and just kind of find comfort in the hip joints in this shin box position. And then eventually you'll sit straight up and you'll start to do shin box switches. So you'll switch from side to side, trying to keep your spine long and slow and controlled, switching and creating that rotation in those hips, internal to external rotation here. And then to take that even a little bit further, I'm just going to slide back so my knees land on the mat here, because then you can also take this and drive up. And now you're driving the hips forward, clenching the glutes here, strengthening, and then slowly and controlled you're lowering down. Switching, driving the hips forward by, again, clenching and strengthening those glutes, coming down, slow and controlled. Up. This is great for golfers who need this hip extension and control on impact and follow through, but great for everybody. Again, for low backs and hip health, really great move. Give that one a try.